Hi, everyone. Today we have had quite a few questions from teachers about the instructional expectations from 12 to 3 o'clock specifically. And I'm just going to go over those with you um, about what 12 to 3 o'clock is supposed to look like. We don't want any misunderstanding about that. This document that I have pulled up is the instructional expectations for teachers for Plan C. The first bullet is really the only thing we need to refer to when we're talking about the 12 to 3 o'clock time. It says very clearly, we are on an early dismissal bell schedule. So that's K-12. Students are expected to do 4 hours of instruction every day and not any more than that. The only time that they might meet outside of those 4 hours is for a specific appointment that the teacher has made with the parent and student, online or in person, to support that child. If they're falling behind, if they need some enrichment because they're light years ahead of everyone else, if they have something that they're struggling with a specific assignment and getting it turned in correctly, any kind of support that you need to give a student, that 12 to 3 o'clock time is the time for you to set that appointment and to help them with that. You should not have an appointment set for your students consistently from 12 to 3 o'clock, meaning you should not have every student doing instruction from 12 to 3 o'clock every day, or even every other day. It is that 12 to 3 o'clock time is your time as the classroom teacher to support as needed. And if you are tied up with a group for the entire 12 to 3 o'clock time, or even for most of it, you're not going to be available to do those things. So you have to leave yourself flexibility from 12 to 3 o'clock every day to be able to put out fires that come up throughout the day. Parents are going to email and say, I can't get this to work for my child and we need help. And you're going to have time in the afternoon to do that. We are not expecting you to do instruction for students from 12 to 3 o'clock. And our parents are going to know that we're not expecting them to do that either. So the other thing about that, the other part of that is assignments. If you are assigning assignments from 8 to 12 for students to do as part of the instruction or to go along with your lessons, those assignments can be graded. But if you're giving assignments separately from your instruction, additional assignments from 12 to 3 o'clock, they have to be optional and they cannot be graded, because we cannot expect our students to do more than 4 hours of instruction every day. And the real reason for that is that we have some kids whose parents are going to be doing this with them after they get off work. And if they have to add even more assignments on than the 4 hours, it's really not fair to those kids and those parents, and we can't expect that. So it's 4 hours of instruction / assignments from 8 to 12, and anything after 12 is as needed. You can schedule small group sessions and individual sessions regularly for students like tier students, or for students who need constant check-ins and things like that. You can say that every Monday and Wednesday from 1:15 to 1:45, we're going to meet with these 6 kids online to do this intervention. You can say that because you still have some flexibility in the rest of your afternoon to meet with other kids as needed. So you have to be aware of that afternoon schedule and make sure that you're making time for that support. The other part of this is it explains on here about our paper pencil kids. The paper pencil kids are going to need your support from 12 to 3. You're going to be teaching from 8 to 12 online in real time, but you're going to have to support the paper pencil students too, and that's going to happen in your afternoon time. Whatever you do in the afternoons, whatever services you give, or small groups or individual supports you give, they have to be turned in on that required log that is linked on this document. If you have any questions, email or call me.